Today we're going to be shooting a door frame using the E-Laser Express 2D system. We're shooting an entryway, the frame for the fabrication of a door. We're going to use our specialized automated module to complete this. Inside the module, you'll see that we have settings for features such as radius or overhang or wall offsets. We're going to use these to create the door by creating an offset off of the frame using our overhang and wall offset tools. Now we'll go into our automated module and we'll take points along the floor to establish the bottom location. And then we'll work our way up the door frame. I have it set to take 5 points to give us differentials in the width throughout the door. I'll also take 5 points here on the top. You will notice that I have pieces of tape here. It's because I'm hitting a metal door frame with a dark paint. Dark paint can cause absorption to the beam, and the sheen on it can cause a reflection. So simply put up some painter's tape and you're good to go. Now that we've taken our last point, we can hit the enter button on the keyboard and you'll see that our frame has been drawn as well as added offsets to give a reveal or a gap in the door. These can be easily manipulated using our dynamic edit tool. So if we want to change the gap on one side of the door, for example over here where the hinges are, I have it set to 1/8 of an inch offset. Let's say we want to make that closer to 1/16. We hit our dynamic edit button, come over to the note, click on it, and we can simply change it here, 0.625. Hit the enter button, and now that has created a 1/16 of an inch offset as indicated here. Next, we'll notate the locations of our hinges. We can go into our layer tool where we have a hinge layer, and we can put that on as our active layer. Next, we can click on our point tool and come over and notate the top of the hinges. Then we can come to the other side, select strike plate on our active layers, and select the middle of the strike plate. Once you have this information, you essentially have everything that you need to leave the job site and complete the rest of the process in your office. Or you can do it out in the field very easily. So what we can look at here is we have our layers again, and we can go into deeper layers and we can turn off the information we don't need right now. So I can turn off my corner points, the profile, which is the offset line, which would be the door. If you're cutting with a CNC, you could send that to the CNC. If you're manually cutting, you may want to extrapolate some additional data. So here we have our digitized points as well as our door frame. So now what we can do is we can go into our true level and we can draw a perfectly parallel line on either side of the door. Looks like we'd want to do it from here to see what the differences are. Next, we'll simply trim it So if we grab our line, we're going to trim it from the top to the bottom. And we know that we're selecting the correct line because it is a line versus the polyline, which is created by the software. Now we can zoom in and we can see how the door frame is sitting to true. I can easily grab our quick dimensioning tool and I can get locations. Again, this is a process that can be completed on the job site or while you're out or while you're in your office. Whatever works best for you. Once you have all the information here that you're looking for, you can go in and export this as a PDF by making sure that you have all the layers turned on that you'd like to export, and simply save your file as you would any other file. You can also export this as a AutoCAD DXF or DWG if you're going in any other CAD type programs or CAM software for your CNC. Thank you for your time. Please contact us with any questions.